Have you gotten any information about the what do you call it? The Chingasu tu madre?
Eh?
Chingasu tu madre.
No.
The the NFTs and stuff. Have you gotten
Oh,
anything?
yeah, I was doing a lot of research on that. It seems kind of cool, but the gas fees are very expensive.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, and that's what I was just talking about today with Cardano. Is Cardano is a new? It's going to be a new platform that's going to kind of. It's probably going to kick the crap out of Ethereum. So that's going to bring all of your fees down quite
Cardano?
manageably. Yeah,
That's new.
Cardano is the call letters are ADA for
Yeah,
crypto.
because I was. Are you on Clubhouse?
Fuck Clubhouse, man. I'm not going to buy any. You know
That's
what? I have one Apple product and it's right here. And I use it to set my coffee on. That's all it's good for because I found this thing in the middle of the street.
that's all they talk about on Clubhouse is fucking NFTs, and like I'm sick of it. So I
Yeah,
was, and then you told me about it first, and I was doing some research, and yeah, if you want to publish something, it's like $86 per
yeah,
submission. Like
yeah.
screw that.
Yeah, it's very costly for submissions, but the thing is though is there is an opportunity like if you were to take say for example you were to take one of your best works that might be like that handbag you just did recently, looks like an alligator handbag.
Yeah,
That to me is beautiful. I really want that for myself.
thank
And
you.
I would buy that if I could buy it in the form of digital or in a form of a print.
I
I
I
really like
mean
it that much.
I mean oh thank you, Donald. I mean I was gonna publish it, but it's like I don't see how anyone and it's but it sounds cool, but then at the end of the day, it's just more art on a big database what people are searching for, and then how they're
Yep.
gonna see your shit as opposed to anyone else's shit.
Yeah, and that the guy who designed Hex, he basically is the developer for Hex. He
Uh-huh.
basically said the same thing. He goes, you know what, Hex? He goes, NFTs are nothing but overpriced PNG files,
Exactly.
and he just
Yeah.
goes, yeah, he goes, it's kind of ridiculous and pointless.
I mean, I could see the the value of it, but I'm not paying $86 per submission minimum, and forget about it. I mean, it seems cool. Like I said, everyone's talking about it, but I don't know,
Well,
maybe.
everybody's talking about it because they're thinking that they're going to get rich from it, and the thing
Right.
is, not too many people are going to make a lot of money from it.
Yeah, I mean, I could see if you're a celebrity, maybe or a well-known person, and you have something like Justin Roland. He made like $200,000 for some Rick and Morty stuff, but he's well established. If you're like a well-known person, then yeah, I could see people collecting that type of stuff.
Yeah, but there are people making a lot of money, even that are unknown. Because I just saw this little Korean girl.
Uh-huh.
She's on Twitch and she's just drawing her own like emojis,
Mm-hmm.
and she's setting them into like game pieces, and she's selling the crap out of those. And
Uh,
she's selling them like one offs
I don't
and
know.
then multiples.
I don't know how people do it. I mean, I'm not very good at getting my stuff seen by people. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they do it.
NFTs. Yeah, we were talking a little bit about NFTs. Yeah, we
NFT,
can talk about whatever you want. What do you want to talk
NFT.
about? Premature ejaculation? I don't have that problem, so I'm good.
Did you get your Quest VR headset yet?
No, not yet. I'll get it eventually.
Oh man,
I keep investing. I look at the money and I go, do I want to spend $200 or $300 or $400 here, or do I want to go buy some Cardano or some Hex? And I end up spending it on the fucking cryptocurrency.
I haven't heard of Cardano. That's a new one.
Well, the thing is the developer who is responsible for what do you call it, Ethereum,
Mm.
Vitalik, also had one of the guys who was on Cardano, Hoshkinson or something like that. Anyways, this one developer was also helping on Ethereum. He's now branched off and he's went and made Cardano, and I guess he's been developing it for the past 4 years. and they've been testing it, developing it, and all this other stuff. And he says, yeah, we're going to be able to scale. We're going to be able to bring people on to
Guess so. I mean, that's
users.
well. What wallet do you have? I have Coinbase.
I have Binance, and I have. Well, let me see. I have a couple of different wallets.
Why would you need more than one?
Because there are certain certain platforms that you actually can't go on to and buy
Uh,
certain coins on certain wallets. It's kind of a weird thing. It's just because these companies, these exchanges and stuff, they only cover certain wallet, or they only cover certain coins and stuff. So
right. I mean,
um,
I don't know. I mean, the whole thing could collapse tomorrow. I guess.
yeah, it could, but it won't.
Still
Uh,
don't.
I mean, that would be like saying the whole credit card system would collapse. It's not going to.
Yeah,
Credit
but
cards, credit cards are basically the same thing. They're just digital. It's just digital currency that's floating around through
but
the
it's,
internet.
but it's backed by governments or
No,
some
it's
type.
not. It's not backed by anything.
I mean, but
Done.
you could take $1 and go buy anything in any store. I mean, where are you going to buy a? Where can you buy something with a Bitcoin?
Well, it's just the same problem that they had with the first Model Ts. The guy's driving around. He's going, "Oh fuck, where am I going to buy gas? There's no gas stations around." It's the same thing. I mean,
That's
they're
true.
having those same kind of growing pains are
Yeah.
happening on the internet because you only have a certain amount of adoption. Did you know that there's something like 1/10 of 1% of people that are actually adopting cryptocurrencies?
Oh,
1/10 of 1%. It's like ridiculously low. So that means right there that the growth that you can see when you see people talking about $50,000 Bitcoin, that's like nothing. That's like child's play. It's going to go like fucking outer space. It's gonna go crazy. It's
yeah.
gonna
I
be.
mean, I could definitely see it happening. I was checking out what was the sites?
What about BitPlay Wallet? I
Do you know
have
OpenSea or
what?
Super Rare? Those are the NFTs sites.
Which one?
OpenSea
Oh,
or
OpenSea. Yeah, yeah.
or Super Rare.
Rareables.
Yeah, Rareables. But like I said, I was all about to do it. I said, what? I'm not paying for that.
When
Then
when they, when they showed you the actual fees, you're like going, no, I ain't
yeah,
gonna, I ain't gonna pull the trigger. Well, that's what's gonna be cool though. On Cardano, you're gonna have almost zero fees. It's gonna be like less than like 50 cents, or
oh,
like
that's that'd be
incredibly cheap to and you'll be able to do your own. So you'll be able to make up and be your own like server, your own node. So
right.
it's like you're basically like being your own node. So other people could come by and go, "Oh, really? I like your art. I want to put my artwork on your site." So you become the platform.
Yeah, once again, I mean, if you would get your stupid VR system, I set up
I'll
Altspace
get one.
in Altspace, which is like the nicest social media site on VR so far. I set up a virtual art gallery, so I could see, here, pay me with a Bitcoin, and here, this one's yours. I could see that definitely happening.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to figure out. This is Dean from Wauwatosa, Wisconsin.
Dean,
Historian. I'm a historian too. I
Dean.
would, but you know what the difference between historian? I'm like making history because I'm at the start of something really big. So we're
Yeah,
making history.
I heard NFTs from you. That's why I said Donald said that, and I said, "What the hell is an NFT?" And then all of a sudden, like I said on Clubhouse, everyone's chatting about NFTs. Like, what? He told me about that. And
Non-fungible tokens.
yeah, it's a little confusing, but there's a lot of videos out that kind of
The other
explain.
thing that Cardano is going to be doing too is they're going to be making it very, very easy for people to write their own contracts, even if it's something to do with like writing the contract or an escrow for your house.
Hmm.
The title and the deed for your house, that can all be written on Cardano. So there's a lot of platforms that are going to be shifting over from the old legacy systems, the old paper systems, to Cardano.
Yeah, I read somewhere that's someone was just looking. They said they're going to start looking at Bitcoin more seriously. You could do it on. You could trade on PayPal now, which is cool. And yeah, I mean, I think it's I think the floodgates are open, so it's just a matter of time before
Yeah.
it's more accepted.
Let's see. Yassine, I sent you an invite. So if you're not in here in like 10 seconds, I'm just gonna make sure that I block you and you'll never be able to see me again. That
Harsh.
seems a little harsh, don't you think?
Oh, that's a little harsh.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I sent out invites. If you want to get on there, Todd, if you want to get on, just let me know. Just give me a thumbs up in the chat if you want to jump in and talk to us about anything. Maybe you got trouble with your girlfriend. Maybe you're
Donald
trying to
Trump.
fit, maybe you're
Doctor
trying to fit her into the deep freeze and you can't figure out how to shorten her up. So maybe you got to lop the legs off. I saw
Doctor
a gruesome movie yesterday. Fuck, man. It was a gruesome movie. It was called oh, what was it? It was about some drug dealers. Oh, it was called. It'll come to me. Oh, it's called. What do you call it? Not gruesome. What do you call it? Vicious? No, not vicious.
Vicious.
Uh,
Come on, you're losing your mind.
no. I'll think of it. It's just right on the tip of my tongue. There's a word that you say when something is either gruesome or vicious or
Vile,
no, not vile.
disgusting.
It's like a two syllable word. What was the name of it? It's on Netflix. Anyways, the movie uh, was about two surfers, or a couple of guys that were just surfing and stuff, and they came up with some really good quality marijuana that they got seeds from Afghanistan,
Mm.
and then they got growing a lot of it, making a lot of money, and then these Mexican cartels started to come up and start, moving in on their territory, and they're
Hey
like,
man, what are you
we want
doing here?
we want to do business with you guys. We want to partner up with you because they knew that they had this really high THC level in their marijuana. So
Mm.
they wanted to partner up and sell their marijuana too.
Hey
And
you.
yeah, it was a pretty good gruesome movie because in the opening scene, they show this one guy lopping the heads off of a couple of guys that were hanging upside down. I was like, oh, Jesus criminy, do I really want to watch this movie?
Pass,
Hmm.
pass. Or they rival gangs or something.
Yeah, they were basically, just different people that were playing around, and it's kind of like flashes back to that time when that was actually going on in Tijuana and on some of the border towns where there's a lot of you know cross gang platform rivalries and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I think it still goes on in Mexico, unfortunately.
yeah. There's some pretty bad characters down there.
Yeah.
Life
Uh,
is cheap. Life is cheap.
yeah, unfortunately.
About the price of a bullet, man.
Well, yeah, NFTs are intriguing, but I guess I'm gonna have to hold off for a little while.
Yeah, I would get in contact with some of those developers over there on Cardano and just say, "Hey, I would like to start, hosting a platform on your software. What can you help me with?" And they have a lot of developers. It's one of those things where have you ever heard of something where the development team goes crazy, hog shit wild because they're just going, "Oh, this is like the new big thing." So that's what's drawing a lot of these Cardano developers to the platform
Right.
because they see the potential. It's completely rewritten software.
So
Uh,
what's the advantage of Cardano over, say, Ethereum?
Ethereum. Well, it's like they have really kind of like cracked a lot of the problems with the speed, the scalability, and also like cross-platform. I think he was basically saying that they're not going to have any trouble using ERC20 tokens along with their own native tokens. So
Hmm.
it's like they have to write this software to work with each other. It
Hmm.
would be like Google trying to work with Microsoft, so to speak. There's certain software that just has to work together, or else you're going to have a real messed up system that's not going to work at all.
Right. That's interesting. Cardano.
What?
Cardano.
Yeah.
Hey, you! Do you have any Cardano?
Yes, I do, man.
Give me your Cardano.
I have Cardano now. I just bought some literally about 20 minutes ago.
What's it? What's the price?
It's like $1.08 per token.
Cardano, I want your Cardano.
$1.05, $1.04, something like that. It's really cheap.
Hmm.
Cheap, cheap.
Maybe I'll
I got a
check.
lot of I got a lot of hex too, which is cool.
Hex.
Hex, yeah.
Maybe I'll
Me
reach
liking
out.
the hex. Hex is a platform that's going to be nice because it's just basically built on Hex is built on Ethereum, but the thing is, it's designed for staking. So it's like making a certificate of deposit,
Yeah.
except you're doing it with a cryptocurrency.
How are you in the know about all this stuff?
I just read a lot and watch a lot of video content.
That's why you should be on Clubhouse.
Yeah, but I don't want to be. I don't really want to buy an Apple product just to be on fucking Clubhouse
Why not?
because they should come here. They should come and watch my content here. Where is Cardano?
Apple products are the best.
Yeah, no, they're not. Don't say that. It's really upsetting to me.
I
No,
am the biggest Apple fanboy you'll ever meet. So
yeah, I know you are. There's 130. See, can you see that on my screen?
hold on. Oh yeah, that's Cardano. Oh okay. Maybe
It's
I'll do an art piece for this Cardano stuff guy.
$1.30.
I'm gonna do
It's
an art piece for this Cardano guy. Maybe he'll give me free Cardanos.
well, he will. He'll
What's his
probably
name?
pay you for it. Just go and get their emblem and start doing some iterations, and go do some iterations for Hex too, because these guys are serious, man. They do like to. There's a lot of people in those communities that like stuff like T-shirts and stuff.
Hmm.
They're all into merch.
What hex is just HEXX?
No, HEX.
Okay.
Most all of these cryptocurrencies will have three letters in them. So you can go to
Charles
hex.com.
Hex.com. Okay.
Yeah,
Charles
hex.com.
Hoxenson.
Yeah,
Let's see if he
yeah.
has a quote that I could use. I usually need quotes. See, he needs a quote I could use. Quote. I'm trying to find a quote from Charles Hoxton. Let's see where a quote from us. What does he have to say? A soul in hell. Quote of the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got a real rough he's not like some of these other founders. He swears when he wants to swear.
Really?
He's already gotten in trouble because he told a couple of reporters off. He just said "fuck you," you know. So he's not one of these little snowflakes or wallflowers. When he says something to these guys and they just ask him a really stupid question, he'll tell them.
What's his nationality?
Mm, I think he's Yiddish.
Yiddish. I'm from Yittite.
I don't know where he's from actually. I know he's American as probably apple pie,
Hmm.
but he's probably got heritage that he might be Jewish or something. I don't know.
Let's see. Let's know. Maybe just go on his Twitter and find some quote.
You hear that some? Can you hear that?
Yeah.
You got a lot tied up inside.
I just found this website. It's pretty cool. It's called Creative Commons
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Free Music Archive. It's actually really nice. Free Music Archive, FMA.
I don't think
So if anybody wants to jump in, just let me know. Because we have more squares available, man. Hey, man, we have more fucking squares.
Hey, you want some squares?
I think we have 8 squares, right? No, 6. Is it 6 or 8?
Squares? Oh, I don't know.
6. I think it's 6.
Hey, woo! You want some squares?
We don't need no stinking squares.
You don't need no squares.
Yeah, I think that you could probably go over to YouTube and look him up, because he's been in the news a lot lately because they're getting ready to launch some big part of their platform. And the other thing is too is he's very concerned about other countries and people who are unbanked. So he's releasing Cardano in Nigeria, I believe, or some other African state. I'm not sure if it was just Nigeria. It might be a couple of different states in Africa. That's actually pretty cool.
Cardano. Oh, here he is.
Cardano, goddammit.
Hey, you! You want some Cardano?
Yeah, we got the Cardano in the trunk, man. What is that word? What was the name of that fucking that movie I watched? Vicious? No, not Vicious. I have to go over there to YouTube and figure it out. Or not YouTube. Let's see. The NFT market is largely speculative. Duh.
I was just going to say, yeah.
And probably will have a wild price swings there. Crypto cousins swings there. Crypto. Yeah, I think it's a messy market because it's all subjective, you know.
Totally. I mean, well, what market isn't, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I know what movie I just watched too that was really interesting. It's called Made You Look. You've got to watch it. It was really good.
Made You Look?
Yeah, Made You Look. It's fucking great because it's talking about this guy, little Chinese guy, who is doing all of these very famous pieces of art and selling through some of the biggest auction houses in New York.
Yeah.
And it's probably one of the auction houses that you know of. And there was a documentary about it. It's a really good one.
This is recent that he did this?
No, it was a few years ago. But the woman got let off that was selling the artwork.
That's why you would love Clubhouse, Donald. That's all they talk about.
What, artwork?
Yeah, and NFTs.
Well, it's because people are greedy. You know, people are basically greedy.
Oh, totally. Well, greed makes the world go round, I guess.
Yeah.
This is the quote he said. "We are Cardano, and if you permit us, we'd like to change the world."
We would really like to change the world.
So I'm going to make a art piece for him. And if I get any Cardano coins, it'll be because of you.
Well, you just have to send me a couple.
I'll exchange Cardano coins for Ethereum.
No. You're not going to want to do that because honestly, Cardano's going to kick Ethereum's ass really quick. It's going to happen fast. And it's like he said too, he goes, you know, we don't know if it's going to happen in a year or 2 years, but we feel that we have a strong enough development team and enough dApps that we will probably overtake Ethereum within maybe a year or two. So I believe that to be true because people are fed up with the gas fees on Ethereum. They're fed up with the time that it takes to do a transaction on Ethereum, and they just don't see that the development team there is moving fast enough to remedy those problems. So Cardano's already going to come in. It's going to come into the market at a lower price. It'd be like pulling up to the gas station and going, do I want to pay $10 for a gallon of gas, or do I want to pay $1 for a gallon of gas? You know what I mean? It's going to be that kind of a difference in their price structure.
How many
So
how many Cardano coins do you have?
I only have a couple hundred right now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So that's about 1 to 1 right now. It's like so you paid about 100 and 200 bucks for it.
I bought it with euros. So I don't know. It's like a couple hundred euros.
Nice.
Yeah. I
If I
think
could,
218 euros I got it at for all of them. I think I paid for all of them.
well, I got to say it is pretty exciting that this new type of system is happening.
Yeah.
It's just an exciting new adventure and possibilities, and turning the old markets on their ass.
Yep.
So I like that.
Yeah,
And
that's good.
I was very excited about the NFTs until, like I said, I found out the freaking fees. But I
Yeah.
was excited for a little bit.
Yeah, so there's a prime example. There is a customer lost. So
Yeah,
you're a customer that's lost, and you're disenfranchised, pissed off old man because you can't get your artwork out there, and that's because of Ethereum. You should
yeah.
put that on a T-shirt. I'm a pissed off old man because I can't get my art on Ethereum platform.
That's a lot. That's a big. That's a hard sell.
It
It's
doesn't
a very,
matter. People look at it and
very.
go, "Oh, I get you, man. Those fucking gas fees really kick your ass, don't they?"
That's funny.
Fucking gas fees, man. They kick my ass every time. Block, block at Dean SMS. Mute user. Oh, do I want to mute this person? No, I would like to just delete a comment. Why can't you delete comments? I guess you can't. I guess you have to mute the user and then it automatically deletes everything, huh?
I don't know. I haven't gotten. I was doing some live streaming with some art the other day, and I was live streaming my VR experience on Facebook, which is sort of fun.
Okay.
But I do like HAPPS. It's very nice.
Yeah, it seems to be working pretty good too. I haven't had any like technical problems with it, so I'm pretty happy with it now.
Yeah, now you could hook up into Twitch, which is pretty cool.
I'm already connected to Twitch.
Yeah, it's awesome. So you have
Yeah,
like a whole bunch, like four
I'm
platforms.
connected to Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and then also D Live. I added for my extra one.
Oh, D Live.
You can mute the user and then hide it.
What
You
is
can
D
mute
Live?
the user and then hide it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have to get to that. I don't have to go all
What is
fucking
D Live?
D Live. It's another one of those platforms that's just basically set up on another kind of like a blockchain platform.
Oh yeah.
So nobody can fuck with your stuff. It's basically on the blockchain.
Oh wait, I think I've heard that's an old one, right?
It's an older one, yeah, but there's a new one that's coming up that's gonna supplant it. I think it's called Theta TV,
You know,
THETA
I
dot
used to
TV.
be on Steam. You know that one?
Steam, yeah, Steam
Yeah,
platform.
I was on that one a long time ago.
BlabCafe. Dean and so Aaron Haber was live on Vegas. Somebody was in Vegas. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to have what's her name come in here. Have you seen Frenchie's work?
Who's
She's really a good artist.
what the hell is Frenchie?
Frenchie Lily or something like that. She's a French girl, and she's a really good artist. She
Oh,
does like sketch art, and she does
oh,
digital art too.
oh, Daniel, I am so talented. I am French girl. I like you, my art. Thank you so much. Like that.
No, she's not that dramatic. She's
Oh,
very soft spoken.
oh,
Patricia,
Daniel.
do you want to jump in? We'll have you come on here and I'll send you an invite. Invite user sent. Yes. Ted Hicks, thanks again for joining late night parents yesterday. Oh, dude, you got to jump in and say hello. Yeah, that was a fun conversation. Yeah, that was a good conversation. I think there's a lot of things with politics that are in the air right now where people are just really pissed off about a lot of things. And it's a shame because I think that a lot of people don't realize how much more powerful uh, actions can be without words. You know, the most powerful people in the world have been the quietest. Like, look at Gandhi. He was able to get the British government to just leave. Man, we're fed up with this little guy. Let's just get the hell out of here. Can't join right now. Working on my newspaper. Oh, that's fine. Just remember that the next time you have to invite me, I'm not coming onto your stuff anymore. Tit for tat. I'm just teasing. No, you're fine. Come on anytime though, Patricia. You know we love you. Uh, yeah, that was a lot of fun. That conversation. We were talking about the school system. Because of all this mess with the kids having to be on homeschooled, basically, because you can't really think about the video content that a kid has to sit in front of, in front of a screen for 3 or 4 hours a day. It's like it's got to be torture for these kids because they'd rather be looking at their computer screen so they could play video games. I still think the kids should be learning the arts, like music, artwork, craft, handworking, things like that. And I also think that kids should be tested at an early age to find out if they're dumb shits or if they're intelligent enough to become doctors and lawyers and surgeons. But really, because honestly, in many countries, they test kids to find out what their aptitude is. And if their aptitude is not very high, it's like going, hey, you know what? Johnny, you're not too bright. So we're going to make sure that you're able to make a lot of money by being a plumber. As long as you can solder some copper pipes and you could do that, we'll send you to trade school. And the guy's like, all right, that's a good job, man. I like being a plumber. Cat got your tongue? You got no audio? No, you're just dumbfounded?
You're talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
the only one here, dipshit.
I'm looking at stinking Cardano.
Oh, you're going to try to go buy some Cardano?
Yeah.
Do you have Binance Wallet?
No, I have Coinbase. Is that not a good one?
Coinbase, I guess. Is it listed on there? ADA is it listed right there? You might be able to just buy it directly through that app.
Let me see.
Because if it's right there, then they should be allowing you to just purchase it directly through the app. Let's see. What's that say? So many kids are getting depressed. Oh, poor kids. You know what? If somebody told me that I get to have a year off of school when I was that age, I'd go, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. School for me was a torturous thing, man. I hated school.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan.
I was creative all the time. I was just wanting to do stuff like ride my bicycle around all over the world. Wish the school systems were more creative and weaving fun activities, games into the school day. You know what, though? I really think that parents have to take responsibility for their kids and stop teaching them to be strippers and pole dancers and stuff. I really do think that's important.
No, they don't have it on Coinbase.
Get them into science. Just download Binance.
How do you spell that?
Binance. Invite user. Present on screen. There we go.
Binance.
Binance.
Top app for crypto.
Yeah, it's a big one.
There's a portfolio fee. Is
I
there?
don't know. I don't know.
I'm just reading the reviews.
I wouldn't read the reviews because there's Binance is probably one of the better platforms to be on.
Okay.
I mean, relatively speaking, the only thing you're going to be doing on there is making transactions, anyways. If I were you, I would basically get the transaction done and
Mm-hmm.
then, migrate your coins to your own hard wallet.
So, do you have to link? Can you link like a PayPal, or you have to link your? How do you link your
I
your?
use my credit card.
Oh,
I don't mess around. I just use the credit card.
I
It's
could
so
do
much
that.
faster.
I don't mind doing that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
so we could be Cardano buddies. Hey, Cardano. I'm,
hey,
I'm,
how much is
I'm
your
going to get a tattoo of ADA and Hex right on my arm, right there. ADA and Hex. And then when I'm sitting down on the beach drinking Mai Tais and shit, I'm going to be going, yeah, man, this is what got me here.
I read all these stories of these people who have a whole bunch of Bitcoin, but they lost all their keys, which is pretty sad.
Yeah, yeah.
One guy, he has, I think, like 20 Bitcoins, but he doesn't have his password. So he's
Yeah,
screwed.
yeah. Well, there's a lot of people that do that, or they just basically they say, "Oh yeah, I was in Bitcoin when it was in the early days, and I bought hundreds of them." And then you go, "Really?" And then they go, "Yeah, and I saw it go up to like $500, so I sold it all." You go, "Fucking dummy!"
Wow.
It's people are so impatient. People are
Well,
so impatient. That's the problem.
well, everyone's a genius in hindsight. I mean, I would have sold it like that too. I'm selling this. I mean, I sold my Apple stock when I should have held on to it, but what are
Well,
you gonna do?
that's the important thing, though. Most people don't realize that the only reason that Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, is
Mhm.
rich because he's bought shit and he just hanged on. He hung on to it for
Yeah.
years and years and years. I mean, he is like one of those kind of like little kids. When he had a paper route, he would
Mhm.
take all of his money and put it into a tin can until he could buy stock. And then he started buying stock, and he
Yeah.
never stopped. He just kept buying, 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 just always, constantly
Right.
buying companies, undervalued companies. He bought
Carton.
a company that was selling furniture.
Mhm.
That one company is what basically put him on the map, though, because when he bought that, it was really completely undervalued. It was one of the best deals he ever made. It's something like Sofa Warehouse or something. It's like it got a really big name.
Oh, I've heard it. Well, I've heard of the Sofa Warehouse.
Yeah, it's like he bought it from some little old lady. She'd been in business for really so many years, and she's just getting, tired of managing the business. And he says, "Well, I'll take it over for you."
All you need is look at that stupid My Pillow guy. I mean, he just sells stupid pillows, and for some reason, he became really popular.
Yep.
So it's just about, I guess, good marketing.
Well, it's like even the guy from Cardano said, he goes, "This doesn't even require us to put any money into marketing." And I
Mm.
was thinking, really, is that kind of a smart idea? And he came back and he rebutted. He said, "Yeah," he goes, "It's not a bad idea because we have so many developers that are involved in the ecosystem that the word of mouth alone is going to just have exponential growth."
Yeah,
Uh,
sometimes.
it's like because when they find it's like a piece of software that you might use for your art, right?
Uh-huh.
You find one that you really like and you go, "Hey, this thing's great." And then you tell
Oh,
your
oh,
friends.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how Bitcoin got popular.
Well, yeah, but it was kind of weird because I never really liked the way Bitcoin was, launched. It was for too techie nerds, It's like I didn't like it at all.
Well,
It
I
never looked like anything to me. It
well,
always looked sketchy.
I first heard about Bitcoin. I was interested, but then that guy in I think he was somewhere in China who held a whole bunch of Bitcoin. I forget what it's called. Like, and then they and they just basically screwed people over left and right. I forget his name though. And then I was like, oh, this sucks. I kind of was thrown off by it.
I was only ever put off by the whole thing with Mount Gox, and then
That's
the
it.
other thing
Yeah, that's
when they started tying it to the Silk Road, I was thinking, oh shit, this is all over now.
yeah, that's the guy. That's the one.
Yeah, yeah. That was a shame that that ever happened because it's always takes a few dickheads to spoil the basket of eggs.
Yeah,
I
totally.
don't know. I just made that up. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's pretty apropos.
But it does only take a few people to really mess up a system.
Yeah,
But I don't think like most people, even that Michael Saylor said, he goes, "There's no way that you can stop Bitcoin now. It's grossly uh, grown so large that it just can't be slowed down.
I think.
It's global."
Yeah, I think it's accepted that this sort of is the next big thing, and it's just a period of time of when that'll happen. But I think it's we have a universal, I mean a global economy now,
Yeah.
and especially I think it's going to be like games, or I really think in VR,
Mm-hmm.
be even more accepted because that's going to be a whole new reality.
Mm-hmm.
Charles,
Oh shit! Now we got trolls jumping in the chat.
oh no,
Trolls.
no way, trolls.
I sent you an invite. Wee man. Yeah, I think it's all really nice though because with Cardano too, I think what's going to happen is that it will probably be adopted because he's doing something extremely smart and he is releasing it to third world countries in the beginning as opposed to later on down the road. Because a lot of people that are sitting in their basements and playing video games and speculating on NFTs and cryptocurrencies, those are kids that just have a little bit of money laying around. So when you have people that are, here's one of those kids right here. This kid sits in his mother's basement. So then he's probably one of the kind of guys that buys cryptocurrencies with his inheritance.
I know this guy,
Yes, hello.
the original Scottish.
How's it going?
Scotsman's.
Hello, Scotsman.
I've just been out for a walk with a friend. Just got back.
Scotch Bright.
How's it going? Pat Murray in the audience.
Have you bought any Cardano?
No, I don't. You can't get Cardano with Coinbase yet. No.
Oh, you got Coinbase? You can get it on Binance.
I think Binance is a bit complicated to get registered with, and I thought, I think
I had tried 3 times to go back and forth because when it gets down to that point where you're going to make a purchase, it gives me the option to use my credit card, right? But then it says to confirm the credit card purchase, you have to go through the system of NemED. And it's like, oh shit, now it's going to go through this system? Because I had opened up a Binance account a long time ago and I hadn't used it for a very long time. And then so I saw that and I thought, well, shit, what should I do? Should I use the NemED or a phone text? I tried NemED and it didn't work the first time. I'm like, oh shit, there goes my purchase. I thought I was going to get double charged,
it's
When I went back
horrible.
in there and tried to do it again, and then finally it said, "Do you want to just send a text?" And I had it send me a text message for confirmation, and then that actually worked. So
You would think it would be quite easy just to buy. You think it'd be quite easy just to register and set up your details and start buying crypto, but for whatever reason they want you to jump through every hoop possible just to get there. It's,
Yeah, but that's the biggest problem with a lot of these cryptocurrencies is they're not very user friendly. I like Hex though because it has been the easiest one for me to get. I
yeah,
mean, it sounds weird because I'm using MetaMask and I'm buying Ethereum and then I'm switching Ethereum for Hex, but it's still been easier to do that transaction than anything else.
a couple of friends joined eToro to buy crypto through. So
Yeah, I don't know if I trust eToro, but I don't know. I mean, if their fees are okay, then why not?
yeah,
I guess it's no big deal.
true. Yeah, that's
So what have you been up to today?
did a couple of jobs and that was it, and came back, had dinner, and then every other Monday, my friend that lives up the road, we just go for a walk in a blather, just for around the and try and build just for something to do. So just build about 15,000 steps or something, just pick a route round the area for about a couple of hours walk, and that was it, and come back.
Oh yeah.
Some just to
Did you
get
pick up some bear claws on the way?
just to get out the house and just do something to do. I better catch up in a blather, and then tomorrow it's just pretty quiet. Not much. There's really not much going on in this. We're just stuck at the moment. It's difficult. You can't really. Kind of like your life's being sucked out of you a little bit because the government, because you can't all the restrictions, and it's rather frustrating. And there's work technically there to do, but you can't do it, so it's rather annoying. So it's
Yeah.
so definitely doing much during the course of a day is not really not really much at the moment. So it's like, so if you were to chat to me in a week's time, I'd probably say, "What have you been up to?" Not much, because there's not much to really. It's pretty limited, not through choice.
Yeah. An iPhone 6, is that a pretty good mobile phone? I can get one of those for like 400 Danish crowns, which is
iPhone 6. I don't know. I went through a lot of iPhone 6s. You're better probably slightly if you can get a newer one.
It's pretty old. I would get an
That's old.
XR. That's a good one.
XR is what I've got. If you can squeeze a little bit more than XR, you'd be fine.
I
Six
just
is
want to get something extremely cheap because as long as I can get onto that fucking platform, I don't really know why I want to get on that platform anyways. Because I mean, all you're doing is just talking bullshit and telling people lies.
Um,
well. There you go.
it's
XR, that's what they call it.
Yeah,
it's an Apple XR.
XR.
X-rated.
Oh, not that one.
iPhone
Oh
X.
yeah, this one's XR is 2,900 Danish crowns. Yeah, I'd rather put that into Ethereum or into Hex or
Shouldn't be really
Cardano. Hey,
It's
Cardano.
should
yeah.
be cheaper. I mean, it's been out for about 3 years already.
I could probably buy a used one on
Get a used one.
eBay or something.
Don't buy new. Get a used one.
Yeah, yeah, because I can do a factory reset on any phone that I have. That's what I
Yeah.
did on my old Samsung. I did a factory reset. It's like having a brand new phone again.
I think
It's
eventually they're going to be on Android, but it's not in the near future.
But don't isn't there some other company like Twitter or somebody that's trying to kick their butt, trying to do the same thing?
They should have done it before Clubhouse did it.
No, but what I'm saying is there's like somebody's trying to copy them
I
now.
think there's a lot of clones. I haven't heard of anyone specific.
Did you just call me a clown?
No, clone.
No, a clone. You clown.
Listen, clown.
Listen, clown. Let me tell you something, clown.
Cardano is ADA, right?
ADA, yeah. I'm just going to use that as my go-to word. ADA is going to stand for All Devs App. What's that mean even? I don't know. I just made that up too. Did you eat dinner, Fraser? Because I don't want to keep you from your dinner.
No.
It's already midnight.
No, I ate dinner a long time ago.
Yeah,
drinking
I ate
water.
my dinner at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 4 o'clock. Yeah, around 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, I just can't wait. I just can't wait for probably another 2 months or so before the gym's open.
Did you find it on Binance?
Huh?
Let me
What are you
see.
doing, Eric?
You got to do all the KYC there. I don't know what you have to do in the United States compared to Europe.
What's KYC? What the hell's that?
Know your customer.
Oh,
Mm.
I gotta register.
Yeah, they use a lot of acronyms and stuff in the digital currency business. It's like ridiculous. They use some of this lingo and they're just going, "Oh yeah, I'm smarter than you." I'm like going, "Fucking
Oh,
idiots! You're supposed to make it easy for people to use, not harder."
oh, you can't get into the U.S.
You can't get what?
Finance.
Binance?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be on another exchange. Hold on. Fuck, man. Do I have to hold your
Mm.
hand on all this shit?
Just you told me to get it, and I did it, and I can't get it.
Okay. Let's see. Let me get Google. Hey Google.
What do you want?
Hey Google. Which platforms, which exchanges is Cardano available on? Best Buy Cardano instantly with credit card debt, zero fees. Oh, zero fees. That's cool.
I like that.
Let's see. Femix? What the
Remix?
fuck? Femex is the best place to buy Cardano. Femex.
Femex.
Phemex.
Phemex. Femex.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I gotta go. Femex. I gotta go make my son some food.
Femex.com.
Phemex.
.com.
Femex. Femex.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would check them out first and see if they do have a good reputation because, you don't want to get on some platform that's a scam. I
yeah.
mean, there could be Coinify, Cardano,
Okay. Uh,
Forum,
thanks for the insight. Donald.
Winless.
Talk to you soon.
Kraken. Oh, Kraken. You guys
Kraken?
have Kraken in the United States?
The
You
hell is
should.
that? Kraken.
Kraken.
It's a good one.
Kraken is a well-known cryptocurrency location.
Let me see. KRE. Sorry. Oh, Kraken.
Kraken.
I see it. Oh, cool. Oh,
Coin.
it's got good reviews.
Oh, okay. 5 ways to buy Cardano in 2021. Three
I gotta
simple.
talk to you soon. Get yourself a VR helmet, and you'll thank me later.
Yeah, I really want to because I keep seeing the stuff that some of this artwork, and I just can't wait to get in there because I really want to start doing some actual prototyping with
Yeah,
the.
you could
With,
use Unity and build your own kind of like environments.
yeah.
It's pretty cool. I'll talk to you later. Nice to see you, Fraser.
Take it easy, Eric. All the best.
Take it easy.
Mm.
Thanks for joining. Now get out of here. So you've been spending a lot of time over there though on Clubhouse. What are you doing there?
I'm just connecting. I've been connecting with people. That's been good.
Have you been interviewing people, or is that what they're doing over there?
No, just been trying to connect and network and try and get guests for the podcast. Just as good.
Oh, you're just scraping the bottom of the barrel. Hey, would you mind coming over here on my podcast?
No, I've been. There's been a lot of groups you can just listen to and connect and have a chat. It's been a lot of groups that people maybe. Well, I mean, during the course of all this whole year, a lot of people have generally been struggling mental health wise, and it's actually just because of the what's happened. And it's actually quite interesting. You get some rooms that people are just opening up because they're in a safe space just to chat and they find it's sharing. People are just sharing and talking about what's been going on because it's been horrendous in their own lives and need a place to share. And it's
Oh
been
yeah, they're kind of venting right now, huh?
well, I wouldn't say venting, not really, no, because if you've had your life taken away from you from just literally everyone's shut. You can't do anything
Yeah,
because of
yeah.
the virus. I mean, you're gonna. I mean, it's gone from being totally busy and then suddenly nothing. So what do you do? You're gonna mental health's gonna your brain. It's hard to stay active when you're used to doing a physical or so busy, and now you're just going to the looking at the frigging wall. You can do well.
Yeah.
Basically, here you can go. I can go shop. I can go down around the supermarket. I can do X. I can do Y.
To be honest,
And
I'm
come home.
glad that
That's it.
my ex-wife didn't lose her job working where she's working because I don't know
That's
what
good.
she would
Yeah, I
do.
mean,
She'd go ape shit if she lost her job.
exactly.
Yeah. She's
So
one of those people that has to have structure, so much structure in her life that, she's constantly looking at her watch and it's like, Jesus Christ, can't you relax? Because even on weekends, she's like looking at her watch and I'm going, what are you going to go in for work overtime? What are you going to do? It's like the whole job
yeah,
is her whole life. And yeah, I think she'd go nuts if she didn't have it. So I
see, it's just
feel like many people would be in the same situation.
I think I mean Clubhouse. I mean Clubhouse. It all depends on what you want to use it for. You'll get on it. You'll connect with the people you think will fit in your business, what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You go into room and chat. And you'll connections and you'll make the connections to what you're wanting to do. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's all it is.
Yeah,
And
well, I
it's pretty
think it
much
sounds
looking for what you're
interesting.
looking for.
What?
As I found it, just as I say, you can. There's people who just go on it and just hang out and say, "Well, okay, if that's all you want, fine." But if you want to actually connect with some potentially big names, there's some big groups in it, and it becomes like you go in and you just like listening to a seminar, really. So, but there's small groups that you can actually have a conversation, you can have a connection, and just learn and listen, and who knows where you might take you, and especially
But
with
here's
this
my
stuff with the
question though, is there any content that you've listened to that you felt has actually got value? I mean, real value.
I was connected with a guy called Daniel Gomez, which is on Facebook. We've connected, and he's does his podcast is award winning, been awards, but just he does inspiring podcasts, and listening to some of his stuff has been good for me, helping me give me a bit of a push to get out of the brain fog, kind of generally. So
Oh, okay.
be more positive rather than
Well, that
just
might be good for some people.
no.
I'm just looking for value because
Well,
since
I'm just you might be able to. I think you might be able to, with your little beaches, you might be able to connect with people who might need apparel for certain things. You might be able to show them some of your designs, and you might get some business out of it. Who knows?
yeah.
You've also you're
Well, I think that's one of the things though too is I always feel like that's one of the reasons why I feel like cryptocurrency and these NFTs and stuff has gotten my interest up because
mhm,
there is going to be a period of time where there's going to be a huge number of people that are going to be um, without work, and there's going to have to be like a transition
mhm,
for people to get back to work. But I think that this idea of working at home is a lot of bullocks. It's like you think about it, there's only so much that you can do at home. And these administration jobs are going to be unnecessary for big companies. They're going to just say, hey, we don't need this much administration. A lot of those blue collar workers are going to be gone because if a
well,
company finds out that, oh shit, we can have this done from somebody's home, we could hire people that are in India do the
yeah.
same shit for half price or less.
Well, that's what's happening. Well, one of my mate, who I just went for a walk with, he's got another 6 weeks, and that's it, because the company he's working for, he's self-employed, he's a contractor, but he's project work, but the company he's working for, they're all offshoring it to their shipping. They're basically offshoring it to India because it's cheaper.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
basically, his job is done.
It's a boom in India and China and places where they speak English. It's like, yeah, we can send that like, we can send that work elsewhere.
Speak
It's
English, but
administration work is not very important for many companies. It's
yeah.
like they're literally just pushing information between each other. It's like, oh, well, you got some management skills. Yeah, okay. You can have an office. It's like, really, do we need to pay this guy to sit in an office all day to do
Mm,
what? What are they really doing?
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's certainly it's everyone's just cutting they're cutting their offices because of the whole new what's happened. So just downsizing because they don't need it as such
The
big
amount of
office.
the amount of office space that's needed is actually reduced now. Yeah.
It's because they've had to every company's had to adapt to work from home, and
Yeah.
you can work from home. They're not they need as big outlays of a big office. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it getting any better for that particular purpose and reason. I don't see a lot of office space actually going back and getting rented up anytime soon.
yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
The whole high street in general is going to change. So the shops have gone bust. Big name companies now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be
I'm noticing small businesses too that weren't closed before, they are closed now. And it took a long time. Even they were staying open throughout the COVID, and then just like recently, like what about a month ago, there's like a little flea market, and they even closed their doors, and they didn't have to. They weren't forced to, but they closed them anyways. And I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe the government's just handing them a check or something for staying at home. I don't know if that's the case because they just closed their doors and they put a sign up saying we are looked we're closed.
yeah, it's
And
horrible. It's
yeah,
rubbish. It's pretty
yeah,
rubbish. Not much you can really do about it. So
yeah.
it's the way
But
it is.
it's a consumer society we live in now. It's just people eating and buying stuff at Amazon. That's really all that people ever do. There's not that many people that manufacture anything. There's not that many people that do handmade goods.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Were
all
you
about
sneezing? Yeah, Trey's sitting down there sneezing.
yeah. So you've been up to that apart from you probably just taking the dog for a walk and coming back. That's all you've been doing, really. Not much going on in Denmark, is there?
No, I've been doing a little bit of MMA fighting, um, mixed martial arts. You know what
Aye.
that is?
Yeah, I know. You've been getting
Yeah,
into boxing.
I do a little bit of that, some jujitsu. Um, I've been practicing with a friend of mine who's a police officer. He's really good in I want to say Jeet Kune Do, but it's not. It's the form of that. He's it's called Wing Chun, and it's something that's very old. It's an old art form, but it's actually really good. It's a really good workout. Wing Chun.
So
It's a good form of like self defense, but it's more fun because it's like very low energy. It's very focused. It's something that Bruce Lee was taught to do. It's that's the form that he learned. He calls it Jeet Kune Do, but he was taught Wing Chun.
you'd be called
No, no, no. I'm gonna have to try to change the name of it.
Donnie Lee. My name's Lee, Donnie Lee,
Donnie Lee.
Master.
Oh, the guy's name in that one movie it was called oh, what was the name of that movie? It was really good. He did a whole series, and it was about the guy who invented, or not invented, but trained Bruce Lee. But his name was Donnie Lee. Isn't that funny?
That is cool. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've got an abscess on my back. I'm trying to get rid of with 2 antibiotics.
Okay.
It
Have
needed
you
to
seen
be.
any good stuff on Netflix lately?
No, I'm trying. I haven't really checked Netflix for a while. I've been checking out the new programs on CW. Sorry, I'm just CW. Um, yeah, watched the new Superman and Lois series that started. Been watching the new remake of Walker Texas Ranger called Walker on CW. Not quite,
You
it's not.
mean with what's his name? Chuck Norris?
Yeah, it's not quite. It's not quite the same without Chuck Norris. It's a high sort of. It doesn't have quite have the same impact. It's still. I'm still watching it, but I'm trying to get into it and see where it goes. I think the guy who's playing Walker is a bit. I mean, it's because Chuck Norris never really had kids in the first one, but he was a lot older. But this is like a sort of almost like a prequel, new remake almost, which is weird.
Oh shit! Guess
So,
what I just found out?
but
Netflix has something called John Wick 3.
yeah,
Have you seen it?
No,
Have you seen it?
no.
That's cool, man. I didn't even know it was out. Oh, Savages was the name of the movie I watched just yesterday. Savages.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a movie about some drug dealers, not drug dealers, but people who are growing growing marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good movie. It was what do you call it? What the fuck? Excommunicado. Yeah, John Wick. John Wick's a great series. I like those movies.
Cool. It's good.
Yeah, man, that looks like that'll be good. So yeah, the other thing I wanted to work on though is it would be nice to get some more people into Hex on HAPPS and talk to them about different cryptocurrencies because I like that the Hex community is so big. There's a lot of people that are supporting that platform. I mean, a lot. It's a big number.
That's good.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've had a few people come in and say, "Hey, yeah, how's it going?" And they've shared my content on Twitter.
Cool.
So that's cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
Bring up your
John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. Parabellum? Was that a kind of funny word? Parabellum.
Cool.
You got a cyst on your back?
It's an abscess. It's a boil abscess. So I'm trying to hope. I think it needs to be drained. I think.
Isn't that called a worry wart?
No. It's I used to abscesses are horrible.
Okay.
And you ever seen an abscess before? No.
No, I don't think I have.
They're like it's like almost like a boil type spot, but the abscess can be it's not generally a spot, but if it gets an abscess, it's not quite just a normal spot that you have to you can burst, but it's quite goes deeper and it's more like a green pus that comes out.
Oh,
So
nice.
it's good. It stinks as well. So
Lovely.
it can be
I'm
it can
drinking
actually
beer.
I know it can actually. With what I've seen, because I used to work in a hospital, I've seen abscesses been drained, and hi Colin, how you doing? I've seen abscesses being drained, and they use a thing. Well, they may change now. They used to think a thing called it's caltostat. Caltostat. It's made from seaweed, and it looks like cotton wool, but and they pack once they've drained an abscess, they pack the wound with it, so it heals it from the inside out. So
Is that
that's
some
what it
kind of
does.
Indian or old Scottish thing?
No, that just I think it's how they treat it. It's like they use caltostat, which is like a seaweed. It's based on a seaweed. It's made
Huh.
from seaweed, but it's like a white cotton wool. But they pack it with that. But it heals the wound because it's what an abscess can really eat the flesh
It
inside.
can get infected?
Yeah, it's infection, so it can make it quite big, and you have to get it drained. You have to get it treated. They're horrible, so people can get them. They're not nice. Mr. Porter, the man, how you doing?
Yeah, Colin, I sent you an invite. Is it showing up on the list? Let's see, Colin, Ted Hicks. I said Ted Hicks. Yeah, you're showing up on the list there, Colin. I sent Ted Hicks an invite too, but he must have been busy.
Right.
I was kind of hoping to get him in here. I had a conversation with him yesterday. It was pretty interesting.
Okay.
We were talking about the school systems and stuff in the United States and politics and a little bit of different things. I don't know. The world's kind of like in a weird flux right now. I think that's one of the things that there was a scientist that was talking about these 100-year cycles where things can go really crazy, every 100 years or so.
Mm.
And they said basically that we're in another one of those cycles. It's like a beginning of another cycle. And then there's these cohorts that talk about the cohorts are different groups. Like like I belong to the baby boomer cohort.
Yeah.
And I don't know, are you a baby boomer as well?
What,
How old
75?
are you?
Born in 75?
You're 75?
No, I was born in 75.
Oh, you're born in 75. So you're probably after the baby boomer
Yeah.
cohort. So, but basically, these different cohorts. What this guy was basically saying is, he's a little guy who is an analytics professor, and he basically looks at all of these charts where you see the difference between the group of people who are earning money to the point, or to the group of people that are just coming up behind them. So he always looks at these charts, whether inflow or outflow, and he says right now, because a lot of these young kids, these millennials, are coming into the marketplace, they have a bigger volume of money to play around with, so that the economy can actually maybe do a twist and go back up very rapidly. That's his take on it. He goes, regardless of if there was a crash or not, he said there could be a very quick turn because of this cohort.
So to see what Colin's saying, I've got got your invite, thanks, but I've got my penny on, so all the washing pots and stuff. I'll jump in a minute. So he's doing his dishes.
What the hell is a penny?
It's like an apron, an apron that you wear when you're cooking.
Oh, that's got to be really lovely.
He's wearing his penny his apron. That's what it is. So it's
A penny is an apron, huh? Okay.
Yes, that's what it is.
That's got to be lovely. Let's see it. Come on, bring it in.
It's
We want
basically an apron, what you wear to cook. It goes over covers you. Yes, so that's what it is. A penny. So he's obviously washing his dishes.
All right. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, so I was going to say something else too. I saw it in the news. What was it? Oh shit! I just had it on the tip of my tongue. It was something in the news. Oh, it was. That's how I got talking to. That's how I got started talking to Mr. Wonderful Eric about Cardano, is because the news was happening that they're going to be having an event that's coming up, and I believe it's going to be on the 28th of this month.
Cool.
And so that's why I got started talking about Cardano. We were talking about it for a while, but Cardano is one of those platforms that the developers are just like flocking to it. They're just loads and loads of really good developers are going towards it. That's why I think you should grab some too while it's still cheap.
Sorry, just laughing at Colin. What he said.
Nothing else on, just a penny. Oh, that's pretty nasty.
Yeah. Hey, careful where you get your subsids. You get them in different.
It's okay. We can have nudity. Male nudity is okay if as long as it's from here up.
Yep.
Hey, Colin, have you spent any time over there on Clubhouse?
I think I'm not sure. He hasn't got an iPhone. I think he hasn't got an iPhone.
Oh, okay.
An iPhone problem. So.
Yeah, I would probably just get some used iPhone so I could at least listen to the stuff. I don't really care about broadcasting on there. I don't know if I had some kind of a plan with as far as Little Beaches goes, that I was gonna really focus in on trying to pull in new businesses and stuff and start doing logos and shit. I already did some hex stuff. I already did some hex logos on some prints. It turned out pretty cool. Did you check that out?
I haven't checked it out.
No, to be honest. And curly-toed slippers. Some Sinbad slippers, huh? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I was doing some things and I was like testing, or I was just moving around and playing around with it. And then I decided I was going to go ahead and do some with the logo on there. And then I asked this guy, I go, "Hey, is it okay if I put their logo on some apparel?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "They don't care." I go, can I still make profit off of it? And he goes, yeah, they don't care about that. He goes, because any advertising is good advertising. You know what I mean? So I said, well, that's pretty cool of them.
That's good.
Hex logos. Yeah, Hex is another cryptocurrency, and it's basically like a cryptocurrency that is it's basically a very good cryptocurrency with regards to being decentralized, and they've designed it so it has specific utility, and that is to lock it up in a CD, certificate of deposit. It's actually pretty cool. But yeah, I was working on that design the other day. Oh, that's not it. Do. So you can go and look at it on Hex or on Little Beaches. Little Beaches. Little Beaches. Littlebeaches.com. But yeah, I would like to do some other logos for people. I mean, business logos. That would be fun. I mean, it's just a matter of getting to a point where I can actually do them. Having the time to do them.
Why didn't you? Crypto viable option.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I built up a portfolio through time. I mean, every platform.
There's the jersey you need, Fraser. It's a hoodie that says "Help me, I forgot my name."
No, I don't. Crypto. I mean, I've started doing it in the 2019, and I built up I've made a decent. I've probably the amount I've spent. I want to. So probably at almost. Yeah, I've almost doubled my profit. I've spent around about your £600 to £700, and I've now got a portfolio of about over £2,000, which is not bad. But I buy a mixture of different
Guess
coins.
what? I've got $500 worth of XRP, and I didn't even know I had it. When I opened up my Binance, I was looking at it, I was going, why does this say $500? I was looking back up there, and I was looking down. I was looking up the top, and I was looking down. And I was thinking, why does this thing keep saying I have $500 worth of fucking XRP? And finally, it dawned on me that because the way it lists things, I didn't realize, because I was looking at all these little zeros on the right-hand side, on the right-hand column. There was like 000 all the way down, because I didn't own any of those coins. But when it said 500 on the XRP, I realized it's because I have XRP that I've had for a long time. And that's what it's worth now. It's like $500 worth.
Nice.
So I was like, oh, that's cool.
But no, I bin my XRP because Coinbase got rid of it. So.
Is crypto a viable option then? Yeah, it's something that most people that are around, you think about things that are being adopted around the world for different types of currency transfers and remittance. Remittance is a very big part of the world that is not what you would consider the Western world. So you have people from Mexico that are living in the United States and California and places, and they want to send money to their family down in Mexico. The big problem with that is they only have a couple of options. They have to try to find a bank account to open, and most banks won't work with illegal aliens because they don't have the right documentation. So what they end up doing is they take their money that they get, they cash their checks at one of these check cashing places in California, and these guys charge them big interest rates just to cash their check. So then they turn around and they go, okay, by the way, can you send a money order to my relatives in Guadalajara, Mexico? And so they get charged for that too. And then on the other end in Guadalajara, they get charged sometimes just for cashing those checks. So there's all of these different people in between, these middlemen in the remittance industry, that's just raping people completely out of their money. And so this is very helpful for people around the world to get their remittance, money sent to their relatives and stuff like that. So there's a huge market for that alone. Just for that alone, it's a multi-billion-dollar market. Not through mean for. I don't know what that means. I did some work through a crypto brand a couple of years ago, Viva, but they seem to have disappeared into the obscurity. Yeah, there's 8,000 different what do you call it? There's 8,000 different cryptocurrencies on the market right now, and most of those will die a horrendous death because they're just for the biggest problem is the development teams and the adoption rate. If there's no adoption and the development team just kind of loses interest, then they'll basically just go away and they'll just go and they'll just turn into ether and they will not survive, which is cool because no one needs really bad cryptocurrencies. We all need good cryptocurrencies. It was through a friend. I did a couple of videos for them for their advertising campaign. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. And see, now Cardano, they're not even spending any money. They're not spending any money on advertising. And Hex, they're not doing any money either. The people within the community, I guess in London, they have a bunch of taxis that are driving around that have Hex stickers on them and big advertisement stickers on them. And that was paid for by a private person. It wasn't paid for by the company. So that's what you have when you have a company like here on HAPPS. You have certain people here that are waving the banner of HAPPS, and you have that happening on certain cryptocurrency platforms as well. It's kind of like that word of mouth advertising, and usually it's better. Community driven advertising is usually better because it draws in better customers and stuff. But yeah, I think that if a cryptocurrency doesn't have a good development team, then they're kind of going to be dead in the water in no time. So, and you only want to look for cryptocurrencies that are absolutely decentralized. You don't want to mess around with any of these companies that are trying to say, well, we're going to be the administrators. Because if you have any company that wants to be the administrator, the problem always happens where they have governance issues right away. Within the first year or two, they always have governance issues, and then they just have too many problems. I mean, that's one of the problems with Ethereum right now. They just can't get over some of their humps, and that is the fees that they're charging for transaction fees. So it's a pretty bad system right now. But Cardano's saying that their transaction fees are not going to be probably any more than like 50 cents a transaction, which is amazing. That's really cool.
Hey, one coin, Stellar Lumens, they've increased big time. They've done very well.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of altcoins that are doing really well. And they'll probably continue to do well for a while until something either happens dramatically. Like if Cardano starts moving really, really fast, a lot of people will take their money from those other altcoins and shift it over to Cardano. I mean, they've already said that they've noticed a big influx of swaps. So a swap is basically just taking one coin, selling it, and trading it for another coin.
Another coin is Civic. That's done well. That's done very well.
Where's that based out of?
Coinbase, Civic.
No, but I mean, where's the platform from? Who's the developers on that?
Civic is the Ethereum token the part used by the Power Identify Verification Protocol. So it's
Oh, it's just piggybacking off of Ethereum.
Yeah, and it's done very well actually.
Okay. Can you hang out here for a second? I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go grab another beer.
Multitasking at the same time.
What time is it? Oh shit!
It's half 12 for you.
It's not bad. My mama's not here.
Excuse me. Time for bed. Surprised the thingy is not live. No. Interesting. Who's live? Okay, somebody else. Yeah, I was out for a walk earlier. Just every second Monday with a friend, just who lives in the area. We just go for a long walk, pick a route for about a couple hours. Try and rack up at between 15,000 or so steps. So I'm feeling it a little bit and giving good muscle burning. So it's but yeah, so it's been good to get out just to get the fresh air. So tired, yeah, to say the least. I ain't got a bed. Oh, crumbs.
Yeah, it's like 1:30. No, it's like 12:30.
12:30 for you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, but my mama's not here to tell me to go to bed.
You're enjoying the beer. But anyway, I'm going to start winding down, man, and I'll catch up with you.
Yeah.
Up with you guys again.
If anybody in the chat or in the any of the viewers want to come on, you're welcome to come on. Just grab a beer and come over and talk to us.
There we go.
Just put a note in the chat that you want to join. I need to get more exercise.
To start walking is the best way. Just walk, use your phone or get your step counter and just start. It's good to start go for a walk.
Yeah, but what the fuck did people do before there was step counters?
Well,
I didn't
exactly.
know
It gives you.
steps.
I know, but it gives you a bit of when you start to see that you're doing okay. I've done 10,000 steps today. It gives you a bit of an incentive to try and do a bit further, which is quite nice. So I think at least it gives you, if you've got friends who've got step apps and you can maybe challenge each other, or you can help and you can just encourage each other to get out and walk. It can be a good way of just pushing yourself that bit
I
further.
suppose.
Yeah, if you kind of just you can do that little mini. Just it's good to just encourage somebody to walk and just say, listen, try and aim for a target.
Yeah, well, I remember that one time when we were in that little competition to do that, and I didn't realize that I walked as much as I did.
Yeah.
You know, like
it's good fun. I think if you, it's just if you kind of just do a wee mini and just screenshot the steps you've done in the day and share it with the person in the group, just for the sake of something different, and gives you a bit of an incentive to get out for a walk.
Yeah. I used to listen to a playlist of music whilst walking. Yeah, that's a good idea. I listen to podcasts while I'm walking. Or I'm listening to YouTube videos with music playing, blasting in my ear. Lots of Sid Vicious and Sex Pistols. I like Sex Pistols. I like listening to punk rock and what's his name? What's it? Shit, man. I Am a Passenger. That's a great song. I listen to that. I could listen to that every day. Iggy Pop.
Cool.
I could listen to that every day. Yeah, I was trying to get. I haven't seen Sarah for a while. I sent her an invite so she could get on. Bobby Stamps. I haven't seen Bobby for a while.
Some of them are on Twitter Spaces already. I'd like to try and get on Twitter Spaces if I could. Try it out, but
that's the one that's kind of like it's kind of like the other one.
Yeah, it's invite only though.
I went live on one the other day. I don't know what it was. I think it was Twitter.
Right, I'm gonna head. So I'm kind of knackered. So and I'll catch up with you guys later. Okay.
Whoa, shit.
I'll let you take your sunglasses off.
Please. You're an adult.
You must have a lot of sunshine in your house, even though it's dark.
No, I have these sunglasses on because I've been staring at my screen all day. I mean, I've literally been on it for about 3 or 4 hours earlier today. And then the sun was coming in from this window over here. And I realized I was like, going, wow, my eyes just feel really tired.
Yeah.
Because it was really sunny today, most of the day.
Right. Take it easy. I'll catch up with you
All
later.
right, thanks for coming by.
Take it easy, guys. Bye for now.
See you mañana. Let's see. Everyone okay, yeah, that's okay. What can you do on this thing? I forgot. Allow. Yeah. Camera. Capture videos and go live. Continue. Allow. Allow microphone. Okay, so I'm going to go live on Twitter right now. Let's see, I'm going to put my sunglasses on so I look kind of distracted. Hello, everybody. Wait a minute. Retake it. Use video. Nope. We got to X that out. Delete it. So yeah, if you want to get on here, you're welcome. Okay, buddy. Sleep well, Fraser. Wee man. Capture. Oh, okay, here we go. Live. Go live together. Oh, this is cool. So Twitter, you can actually go live. So it's right there, man. That's cool. So I'm going to go live and just invite people over here. Oh, so we're live just instantly. That's cool. Hi, everybody. I'm over here on HAPPS. HAPPS.tv/broadcast/STND. I'm not going to read that. That's a really long URL. So if you come over here to HAPPS.tv, you can find our link. It'll be the one that's marked with BlabCafe, Hangout, and then HAPPS. And you'll find that on the landing page. If you come over to HAPPS.tv, and when you get here to the landing page, then you'll see another live stream that says BlabCafe /hangout/HAPPS. And that's where we're at right now. So if you want to come over and talk, you're welcome to do that. If you want to come in and chat with me live, you're welcome to do that as well. So thanks, everybody, for stopping by. What's that say? Hey, somebody's just... Jackson? How you doing, Jackson? So that's the experience of live on Twitter. That's pretty cool. So Jackson, I'm on HAPPS.tv, and I'm live, just streaming, and I'm just hanging out right now because I already did a live. I did a live broadcast about 3 or 4 hours ago. So yeah. Yeah, I've got to figure out how this actually works because I think that there'll be cool features added to this. Like the feature for adding friends and stuff. Invite guests. Don't allow guests. Invite guests. Okay, there we go. Your viewers have been invited to join. Oh, wow, that's cool. That's like a one button touch. like even if you had, I guess, probably 5 or 6 viewers, you just hit the button and it just invites them all. That's kind of cool. That's really cool. So yeah, I've been talking about cryptocurrencies for a while, but yeah, there's still a very small percentage of people out there that are considering cryptocurrencies because, for the most part, the people that are from the Western world don't really need cryptocurrencies, or they don't think they need cryptocurrencies. But at some point in time, they will be extremely useful for everybody, and the entry points will be much easier. There'll be a lot less, friction when it comes to actually joining and buying cryptocurrencies and doing transactions with them. So it's just one of those things that it takes time for the platforms to mature and start to get more functionality. It's just like the internet. There was a point in time, even phones. I remember one of the first mobile phones I ever had was a Motorola flip phone. It was like a little short, stubby thing. It was about that wide, and it folded out like Captain Kirk's. Yes, Scotty, beam us up. So it was like that shape. It was really cool shape. But the problem with it is it dropped, and this is when I was living in California. It dropped calls one after another, constantly dropping calls. So crypto is gaining popularity. Yeah, cryptocurrency. I would say that it's not gaining popularity. It's always been stable, and it's always been what it is like digital currency that is very good. But the thing is with an institutional investor like Michael Saylor. So you can go over to Google or go over to YouTube and just type in Michael, and then the last name is spelled funny. His last name is Saylor, Saylor, Saylor. So if you go and watch a video from him, he's like an MIT graduate. He's like a really brilliant guy. He talks about why Bitcoin is like the money of the future, and he talks about why it's so good and why it's going to continue to rise. Like it's going to outperform everything else. It's already. He said he averaged it out, and over the past 10 years, it had grown something like 200% in its value, 200% per year for the past 10 years in a row. So when you see these dips and these drop offs where it might drop 40 or 60% or something like that, and then it starts climbing back up and it just drops again, then goes up. He said it's still on a normal trajectory of 200% per year. And he goes, you can't. It's the highest performing asset class in the world. There's nothing that has outperformed Bitcoin. Nothing. So you got to think about it. It's not something to scoff at. It's really serious business. What's that say? You were invited. Jen. Oh, Jen. How are you doing? I haven't seen Jen for a while. How you doing? It's like cool to see some of the old people from the old platform. So Jen, I'm over on a platform called HAPPS, HAPPS.tv. And I don't know if you've known about it. HAPPS.tv is another platform that's very similar to Periscope. And yeah, I think you're going to like it. I think you're going to really like it a lot. I like it a lot. Yeah. So yeah, the thing is with cryptocurrency also, and what's the word for it? The adoption rate. Adoption rate is only it will only move as fast as the cryptocurrencies make it for the purposes of onboarding. As long as these cryptocurrency companies that are, the developers, as long as they are going out and looking for ways to make it easier for people to onboard, they will start getting more, more and more interest in those platforms. Because I I don't know if it's an issue with the idea that people just can't see it. It's not like something you can carry around in your pocket, other than it's being in your mobile phone. But they think, well, what can I do with this cryptocurrency? Is it something I can go and buy a pizza with? And right now, um, if you looked at a pie chart or on a chart where you see stock markets are gaining steam and they're growing like this, and we're having like exponential growth, and we're still like right down here at the part where it's starting to go up. So, like, if you think about it in those terms, it's a very, very minuscule amount of people that are actually onboarded and that are actually utilizing the cryptocurrencies on a daily basis, like in places in third world countries and stuff, where they actually have to use it every day. Those countries, they're just like pleased that they even have a way of doing, any kind of monetary transfers or financial, work. They can do it with cryptocurrencies. But in places in like the developed world where it's just kind of like an option, people are not adopting it because, for one, is they don't know that much about it, and some are the things that they do hear about it are from mainstream media, and they're always bad things. So when somebody's giving you some bad news, that's kind of like burrowing into your brain, and then all of a sudden you got this bad idea that, oh, because of Mount Gox or because of Silk Road, you got a bad attitude towards the cryptocurrency space, and you're just going to keep that attitude until somebody tells you to, forget about that, because it's not even a factor. It's not even important. Um, but I think there's a lot of people, though, that also don't like the idea of going over to cryptocurrency because they like being able to just go to an ATM machine and taking out cash and having cash in their pocket. But like some people have said in the past, cryptocurrencies are something that um, reduce crime dramatically, because, for one thing, if you have cryptocurrency on your mobile phone and you have it, basically, what do they call it, password protected, then nobody can get your money. It's like there's no way for people to get your money. So that's actually a really good thing. Pablo is live now on HAPPS. Questions and updates. I need to go check it out, Don. I have some questions. Are you going? No, man. I've got stuff to do right here, man. I've got to tell the world about cryptocurrency, man. Yeah, man. We're gonna change the world one person at a time. Yeah, man. We've got it. We're on a mission, man. So this is funny. I'm live on Twitter, and I'm live there too. This is pretty cool. It's pretty interesting to know that you can actually do this and be live in so many different places. And I think I'm live on Twitter anyways, because I'm live with my other account. Oh, okay. You'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. That's fine. Go check out, see what he's talking about, and see what he's going to be doing. If he's talking about questions and answers, I got to say that those guys are doing a lot of good things here on this platform. So far, the development has been really good. And some of the features they've been adding have been actually pretty good. I've been pretty impressed with them. Oh, okay. So we got that going on. That's good. Oh, there's a person I was going to ask to join too. I don't know if I asked. Did I send her? No, I didn't. Let me see if I can send her one. Zakia. Zakia Ringgold. She should get that right away. What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to open up Twitter and see what's going on with Twitter when I have two different things going on. It probably is going to overheat. Hey man, which platform are you on? God damn. That Ted Cruz is one of the most biggest fucking dorks I've ever seen in any kind of like actual, like any kind of political arena. That Ted Cruz is just a douchebag. He's such a fucking dork. I could never stand listening to that guy for more than a couple of minutes. He's such a dork. Big tech stocks. What? eToro. Fuck eToro. God damn it. Tesla. Oh. Duh. 707% as opposed to Netflix going up 60%. Yeah, no big deal. Janet Yellen, Bernie Sanders, Alexandria Ocasio. If Senator Cruz had registered back in January after helping gin up a violent insurrection that killed several people, he could have taken his vacation in peace. Texans should continue to demand his resignation. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't know how that fucker ever got into office in the first place. I mean, somebody's got to look at him and just go, oh, yeah, I want to vote for that guy. How does that ever happen? It's like, how does that ever happen? I think it's like, I like the idea of the way China does things, like with meritocracy. They first give you a small little town and they go, okay, you're going to manage this for a while. And if you do a really good job with this, we're going to move you up the ladder and we'll give you a little bit bigger place to manage. And then they go, if you do good with that, then we'll give you a bigger place. Candy and Pixie. Real scientists. Ada Rhodes. Man, it's so cryptic. The stuff that you see on Twitter is so cryptic. It's like some of it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Oh, here we go. We got a tweet from Richard Hart. It says hex.com 40% APR 352x in 361 days. So it's gone up 352 times in 361 days. And then he's writing, and this is a really nice thing for him to write. Congratulations, Cardano. Hashtag ADA, which is the Cardano hashtag. It's on being the only other crypto in the green with Hex and Monero. So Hex, Monero, and Cardano are the three cryptocurrencies that are in really good shape. That's actually pretty cool. That's a nice thing for him to do. It's a nice thing for anybody to do, which is he's like basically giving a shout out to competition. And there's not too many CEOs of companies that will give shout outs to their competition. I don't think of cryptocurrencies as really being in competition. I just think of them as just they need to really be concerned with they really need to be concerned with providing the best product that they can, because when you provide a really good product, people will come and find it naturally. Let's see, that was on the 18th of February. Home. Home is where I want to be. Home. Let's see. How can I find this one? This is kind of weird. Kind of hard to find stuff on this platform. On Twitch, I mean. So this one's live. So scroll down for older comments. What's it say? Your viewers have been invited to join. Yes. Jackson and Jen. Why am I not seeing these things right on the screen? Broadcast details. Hide chat. Show the chat. Okay, that's cool. That's weird. It doesn't show up on here. Unless maybe I got a separate account. I don't know. I got so many accounts in different places. It's funny to see how many accounts you can get in different places. It's like, oh, I forgot the password for this one. I'm just going to open up another account. So, yeah, it's funny. So, yeah, if anybody wants to jump in and talk to me, you're welcome to. Pablo de la Hoya. Pablo de la Hoya. He's a professional boxer, and he also happens to write code. So I'm going to say bye to the people on Twitter. If you want to go, you're on Twitter Places. If you want to go over to HAPPS.tv, you're welcome to come over here and talk to me on my platform. Or not my platform, on my channel. Somebody else owns a platform. Thanks for watching over here on Twitter. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Oh, yeah, go to HAPPS.tv and look on the landing page for something that says BlabCafe, Hangout, or HAPPS, and then you'll know that it's mine. Bobby Shadow. Cool. Okay. So the other thing I wanted to say is thanks for watching, and because I'm going to wrap this up, I'm going to be on HAPPS.tv for a while. I just wanted to send you guys invites. So maybe come over and hang out for a while. I don't know. Maybe not. It's pretty late here. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. So, but if you want to come over, I can hang out for a while longer. See ya. Well, that's cool.
So we're live just instantly. That's cool.
Yeah, that's another thing I got to say about the Twitter Spaces. That was amazing. This thing, like, what's the word for it? When it picks up the server, it picked it up really, really quick. I've never seen a platform do that. Not even Periscope moved that fast. And maybe it's just because Twitter is still in its infancy with regards to, you know, what's that say? 32 minutes? Cat daddy issues. What the fuck? Oh, that's something I tweeted. Duh. That's cool. Ethernet tests. I wish people could stop testing stuff. Come on, man. Let's see. What's Pablo Escalero? Pablo de la Hoya.
And it's something that we've definitely considered, but we'll have to kind of get into that once we have time.
Oh, okay.
I got 2 questionnaires sent to me, so if anyone
That's cool.
who didn't get one would like my spare, I can afford it. Thanks, Andrew. You're a great guy.
That's really cool, man.
Oh no, I lost my place again.
All right, I'm gonna be right back. Keep your cool, man. Keep your cool. I'll be right back after this slow ad. Oh yeah. Try.
So I'm sure Brett, if he's in the comments, he probably answered your questions, but that is definitely what it is. It hasn't been released for Android yet. Why are you playing favorites with your dogs on the couch? I am not playing favorites. They're both not supposed to be on there, but I just know that one of them is not going to get off no matter what I do, and the other actually listens to me. Yeah, thank you, Brett. Yeah, comment actions aren't implemented in Android yet. That should be coming soon. Oh, look at that. Now they both went off. Is it almost 4 o'clock? Oh, it is 4 o'clock. Yeah, so they're ready to eat. Why do we have to go live to have the ability to post things? It's to build up so that you kind of pass the moderation phase and you're not just posting inappropriate things. It's more so just for safety of the platform. Going live is easier to moderate on our end, so that is the reason for that right now. Yeah, Peter, you're really messing up these comments. You're too much chatter about dogs here. Hello, that would be great to have directors. Why are you not reading my comments? I thought we were buds. That's why. Thanks for the Got Talent Award, but that goes to the HAPPS account, which then goes back to the HAPPS community. So, actually, everyone shout out Peter for giving coins to you all, essentially. Okay. Well, they're just ruining my platform. Just kidding. Trending. Let's see. What's on here? Ethernet test. Aaron Haberdashery. BlabCafe Hangout. Seeking God daily. Nope. Not into the religious stuff, man. HAPPS community. Go to work. Yumi Japan. Ethernet test. Come on, man.
Why are people telling me that they're testing shit all the time? People are full of shit, man. People are full of shit. Oh yeah, that was a good comedy routine too. There was a comedy routine I heard from what's his name? I gotta find it. It's really funny. Comedy.
I think maybe like part of the problem is that like a lot of humor is based on like personal experiences.
Long shot.
You cared a lot about the
Hey, that's my favorite girl, Charlize Theron. Anybody ever tell you look like Charlize Theron? Yeah, that was a good movie too.
It's a good area. Nostalgia, pop culture references. People love that. Jimmy Fallon's made an entire career off of that.
When I think about school, I just think about studying.
No, you did so much more than that. I think your whole 1991 platform is pretty on point when you're running for student council. I remember you said everyone at this school pretends to care about the underdog, but the planet Earth is the biggest underdog of them all. Something like that.
I said that?
Yeah, you did say that. You were in the kitchen making pizza. We were making signs for your election, and you were wearing that shirt. I don't know if it was a strawberry or a flower. It always confused me.
Long shot. Oh, she's gonna fall in love with that rat bastard. I'm just kidding. He's all right. What was the name of that comedy routine though? His name is Ginny Georgia? No, comedy. Oh, I guess I could type that into the. I guess I could type that into the search. Comedy. Regan. Comedy. Did I spell that right? Probably not. Oh, there's my boy, Dave Chappelle. I'm rich, bitch. Jim Carrey. Is Jim Carrey actually doing something? Oh, Jimmy Carr. Jim Carrey. What the hell's wrong with me? There's Bill Burr. That was a good routine. I have a temper. What the hell's that guy's name? It's Regan. Is it Regan?
My wife says that I have told.
My wife says that I am out of the house.
At a time in the world
God damn it. Comedy. No, that's not going to be the right. Let's see. Genre. Films.
Like part of the problem.
Genre.
I think maybe like part of the problem.
Stand up.
A lot of humor is based on like personal experiences. I was thinking, you cared a lot about the environment since high school, so maybe include some stories about that.
Why don't they have? Yeah. Why don't they have that as a? Why don't they have that as an actual genre? Stand-ups, because why do they have this as a comedy? It's nothing funny about that fucking movie. Ah, man, it's weird how they put these different categories together. Doesn't make any sense. They should just do one that's just nothing but stand-up. Trending now, popular on Netflix. Continue watching The Big Short. Watch it again. Joe Rogan. Let's see. What the fuck? Tom Segura. That's one that I haven't seen yet. Oh, there it is. Brian Regan. That's his name. Jesus. So he was talking about this. This is really a funny part in this one where he was talking about going to the doctor's office and you're asked to fill out papers.
We don't know how they're all escaping. Nunchucks and flamethrowers.
He's pretty funny. He does like a lot of observational kind of comedy. Man, there's some parts of that I actually missed. Unless this is just.
It's practically impossible. Please don't applaud at that. Okay, thank you.
Oh yeah, you know what? This is the wrong one because he had really, really blonde hair in the other one, and he said, "Let's get this out of the way right up in the front, right up in the beginning." Yeah, but Brian Regan. So that had to be a different one.
95-pound Chinese man with $169 fine. Let's get him out.
Okay, yeah, it was that one right there.
Here we go. Well, let's get the great.
Da-doom.
Just the beginning of this, I was telling everybody about how our Des Moines office had an administrative meeting. And as a result of that meeting, we realized that the factory output in our Northeast quadrant was substandard in relation. Pilot's fantastic. You don't have to sell me on that side of the equation. The reason that I don't do crime, and I crunch the numbers. Maybe if you could muscle through your discomfort. Don't take my chances. You ever see news footage of some wild horse stuck in a ravine? They got to bring trucks in, and chains, and harnesses, figure out how to get down into the ravine, and put the harness around his horse while it's going berserk, and pull this thing out while it's kicking and going nuts, and get close enough to get the harness off without getting hurt. And as soon as they do, it just hauls into the woods. Hey! I would want the horse to stop somewhere before the tree line. Clippity cloppity clip. Hey, doors are open. Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we kick these chairs out from underneath us and start walking around and trying to spell stuff with our bodies? So people in blimps know what teams we support. Bagpipes!
I'm gonna have to start keeping track of these things.
Why do they do that? Days don't want roommates. You don't want the 31st going up to the 24th. Hey, can I squeeze in there with you? Get the hell. When I was a kid, it was weird learning about time stuff. I don't know what I'm supposed to do as a person. I've always grappled with that. I walk up This woman says animals are smarter than. What about the beavers?
What about the beavers? Yeah, he's funny. He's a good guy. No, that his whole routine was basically based on the idea that there are systems that are still in place today that have been around for literally, I don't know, probably 50 to 60 years, where you go into a doctor's office and they ask you to fill out papers every time you go into the office, instead of like just having it in the computer, and then you just go up and sign your name to something and go in to see the doctor. I mean, that's basically what you do with my card. In Denmark, they have a card that's basically they call it your health insurance card, or your sygesikringsbevis. That's how they say it in Danish. This card right here, it's called sygesikringsbevis. Well, it's because it's yellow, can't see it, but it's got this magnetic stripe on the back of it, and you just swipe it when you go in. It's that easy. Anywhere in Denmark, I swipe that card, and they know who I am, and they know all of my medical records anywhere I go in Denmark. And so that's what I mean. There's a lot of things that will happen now that Cardano is coming around, where platforms like that can actually function on Cardano. And so, and that was one of the things that they were actually talking about incorporating and working on immediately, was a platform to take people's medical records and keep it on the platform, on the Cardano blockchain, which means that when you go into a doctor's office, you don't have to fill out any more papers, like what he was talking about in his comedy routine. He goes, every time I go into the doctor's office, they have that clipboard and they hand it to me and they go, please fill this out. And he says, why don't you just keep all this shit on file so I don't have to fill it out every fucking time I come in? you know? So it's kind of those systems that are antiquated, that are just not working properly, that I don't know why, other than the fact that it's just kind of like more bureaucracy and paperwork that they just keep grasping onto. It's like, why don't you just get rid of this stuff and just digitize everything? For me, it makes sense because it takes a lot less paper to do that stuff, and a lot less time, and a lot less headaches. But will they incorporate it quickly? I don't know. I think it should be one of those things where people have the choice. That, if you have a choice between going into a doctor's office where you could just like swipe a card and they know who you are, they know your medical records, or you go into one of the old places where they ask you to fill out the papers, 99% of the people just go, fuck this place, man. They got to get with the times, If there was that kind of competition, then you would see these quick changes from one platform to another. You'd see them just going, yeah, this place sucks, man. Oh, did you hear about this place over here? Yeah, you don't have to fill out any papers. Oh, really? Really? How's that work? They have our records on file. So, that's the way things should work. It should be just quick, automatic, and easy. There should not be any DMVs either. That's an old, antiquated system too. It's like fucked up. The only thing you should have to do is maybe take a test with one person, and that's it, once in your life. So that's the only reason the DMV should be around, is so you could go in and take a driving test and nothing else. They should tell you to just say, hey, go get some pictures from a photo booth. Make sure that they're, 2 inches by 1 inch, and make sure that your ear's showing. And it's like a passport photo. And it's like that, just take that photo and that becomes your driver's license and you're done. Why stand in line at a fucking DMV? I don't understand it. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. Oh, geez, I've been running for 2 hours. That's been real fun. Yeah, anyways, thanks, Patricia, Colin, Fraser. Let's see. There's Dean, Ted, Yazine, Patricia. Yeah, thanks everybody. And if I didn't mention your name because you didn't write anything into the chat, that's fine. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. And thanks for subscribing to my YouTube channel and my Facebook channels and all those other things. If you want to come on and talk about your business, products, and services, you're welcome to. It'd be just a good idea to just give me a heads up and send me a message of some kind and tell me what you want to talk about. Whether it be a book, maybe you're going to be launching a new course or book or something, or I don't know. Maybe you've got a blog. If you want to just come on and talk to me about your business, products, or services, you're welcome to. Just let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to head out.